Maury's life at the orphanage takes an unexpected turn as he receives his first sponsor letter. Rodina, despite her usual confidence, reacts strangely to his letter, hinting at hidden pain. Maury walked toward Rodina and saw her crying, her head resting on her lap. "Go away!" she screamed. Maury didn't understand, but he still approached her, watching to see if she was okay. Gently, he placed something beside her. Rodina scoffed. "These are all the things you cherish." Tsh. Then her voice trembled as she admitted, "In truth, 100 nights have long passed." "My mom thinks I can't count to 100, she whispered, "but I can." Tears welled up in her eyes. "I'm alone now." Without a word, Maury sat down beside her, resting his back against hers. He sat quietly. Rodina smiled through her tears. After a moment, she asked, "Can I eat this?" Maury stared indifferently at the cookie, his mouth already watering. Rodina suddenly remembered the letter Maury had received. "You can't read, can you?" she asked. "Let me see it." She unfolded the letter and read aloud, "Hello there." "Huh? Is that all?" Rodina frowned, confused. Maury stared at the floor. Then, a delicate blue petal slipped from the letter and landed on the ground. Maury's eyes sparkled. He carefully picked up the flower, holding it close. That night, he watched it under the moonlight, smelling its scent, feeling calm for the first time in a long while. The next day, the bell rang. The teacher called Maury to the front, holding his letter. The principal stood beside her, carrying a gift. "Maury is so lucky," he said. Rodina's eyes widened. "Wow, it's piled up so much." She stared at the stack of gifts, still puzzled. "And the letters, they still only have simple words." The other children gathered around, their excitement growing. "Wow, I've never seen crayons with so many colors before," one child exclaimed. Another gasped, "This doll, it's even talking. Let's brush our teeth." The kids started whispering among themselves. What kind of person is his sponsor? Why are they being so nice? Are they incredibly rich? Or maybe they have some ulterior motive. Adults are nice when they feel guilty about something, right? Maury, unaware of the conversation, picked up a crayon and, without hesitation, bit into it. "Stop, Maury!" Rodina yelped. She snatched it from his hand and sighed. "You dummy, this is how you use it." Maury made a surprised face. "Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised." Later that day, the director clapped his hands. "The weather's warm, so we should do laundry. Will you help?" The children eagerly rolled up their pants and splashed into the water. "Look, our toes are all wrinkly." One kid laughed. Another huffed. "Aren't you idiots?" "What's so amazing about that?" Rodina chuckled. "Children are fun. It's amazing, Maury." Suddenly a voice called out, "Rodina!" Rodina turned sharply toward the sound. Her face lit up with a radiant smile. "Mom!" she cried, running toward the woman. She threw herself into her mother's arms. The other children watched in confusion. Maury stood still, wondering what was happening. Before leaving, Rodina turned to Maury one last time. "Don't eat too fast and get indigestion, got it?" She smiled and handed him something. "I'll give you all of this. Don't go barefoot anymore. Wear these." Maury, wide-eyed, didn't understand much. Rodina suddenly pulled him into a hug. "Maury," she whispered, "you must be happy." The two embraced, smiling warmly. Then Rodina waved goodbye to everyone and left with her mother. Maury sat on the hill, watching the sky. Though the absence of a friend left a hole in his heart, he wasn't lonely. The letters and gifts remained by his side. He wrapped himself in a soft cloak that felt like warm sunlight. He stared at the wildflowers in his hands. What kind of person are they? He wondered. The other kids' words echoed in his mind. Adults are nice when they feel guilty about something, right? Maury thought about his crayons, the talking doll, the simple yet kind letters. Why are they being so nice? For the first time, he questioned, could this person be my mom? That night, Maury packed his things into the bag Rodina had given him. He stood at the edge of the orphanage. Saying goodbye to the only home he had known, he took one step, then another, and set off on an unknown path to meet his mom.